All right, so here's the truth. If you are running ads on Instagram and Facebook, you are definitely going to get some hate in your comment section. Almost definitely. I mean, maybe you're advertising like the best song ever written, and every single person who ever sees it is just going to be like, thank you for showing me this song. But probably you're going to get some people who are like, bro, why are you showing me this song? Dude, this is stupid. And so in today's video, I just want to talk a little bit about my experience with comment hate, specifically when running ads, and give you a little bit of my 2 cents on how to deal with it. If you are looking for a therapy session, well, you should probably go see a licensed counselor. That is, my wife is a licensed counselor. She would want me to tell you that. But if you're looking for just somebody to vent with and maybe process how people are responding to ads, hopefully this video is helpful. So with that said, let's get into it. Okay, so backstory for me. I've been advertising my own music on Instagram for, I don't know, years at this point, and almost always the comments are pretty positive, especially on music. Every once in a while, you will get something that is like, this isn't very good, or like your voice sounds weird, and so that's fine. But more recently, I started running more ads for my business, Two Story Media, on Instagram, and man, that just opened up the comment section to a level of just trolling me that I had not experienced before. And I had always known that I was like kind of weird looking and awkward on camera, but I'll tell you that the Instagram comments absolutely confirmed it. So people were saying like, are you Smeagol? Like from Lord of the Rings, Gollum. And my response was that yes, but before the ring though. And they asked, are you a gray? Which I didn't even know what that was. But apparently it is like an alien. So I'm not, as far as I know. In this Instagram comment section, I was just reading through all these comments and they were so negative that I was just kind of blown away by it. And I think the main thing that it did for me was just open my eyes to what a lot of my clients have gone through that I hadn't experienced personally yet to that point. I have advertised some things for female artists where they've just gotten all these trolls, mostly from guys. I have advertised some things for people who made maybe a claim about a song, like if you're a fan of this artist, I made a song for you, and people in the comments section were just roasting them for even daring to compare themselves to that artist. And so I hadn't really experienced that myself as an artist, but this just opened my eyes to the reality that if you are going to pay to put yourself out there, you open the door to people just having a negative opinion about it. And that's their volition. In some ways, that's okay. But also, the point of this video is not just to vent about it, but I wanted to give you my thoughts on how to process it. So here's my default response. 1, make a joke about it. Or B, just respond kindly and positively. And honestly, this can be really hard to do. If I just have a quick joke, or like if I can make kind of a positive reply to it, I'll just do that quickly. If I cannot think of that quickly, then it moves me to step 2, which is just try to ignore it. I will just try to ignore negative comments that I'm like, maybe I started trying to think of what to say and I was just like, I don't know. There's no obligation on you to respond to Instagram or any sort of comment. It is nice. It proves that like you're a real person, but you have absolutely no obligation to do it. And so if you're like in your mind, in your head about what to say to people who have left you negative comments on your music, you don't have to say anything. And then number 3 is you can honestly just stop advertising. Like you don't have to put your music out there, especially in this context. The thing with ads is that you are putting it in front of people who are a little bit more skeptical. They're not people who know you, like they're new audiences. They might not be the right audience for you if the campaign isn't optimized yet. And so if you're just like burying yourself mentally with negative comments when you're running ads, I would say just stop advertising and focus on connecting with the people who care about you and care about your music. And the last thing I wanted to say here are my 2 rules for when to accept criticism or critique. So if you're getting criticism on your music, how do you know if you should pay attention to it? Well, 2 things. Number 1, is the person an expert in the form that you are working on? So like if I'm running ads, I care if Andrew Southworth comments on my video and says, that's a stupid thing. I don't really care if some random person comments on my video who doesn't really have any expertise running ads and says that's a stupid thing, because they aren't an expert. They don't know what I'm doing. They don't have the context. And then my second thing is, do they care about me? Like, do they have my best interests at heart? So somebody could be an expert in a topic, but if they are just kind of a jerk, then I'm not going to listen to them because they don't care about my good. I don't listen to criticism unless I'm pretty sure that person is an expert, and then I'm more likely to listen to it if I feel like they're a nice person who cares about my good, is not just looking to slam me. So use that filter, submit hub feedback, and definitely Instagram and Facebook comments. Hopefully this didn't come off as like a just whining rant or like looking for sympathy. I do want to prove to you that I'm not Smeagol or a Gray. I think this is something that I know my clients have mentioned before, and so I just wanted to make a video about it. So wishing you good luck, wishing that most of your comments on your stuff are positive. I still think overall it is worth putting your music in front of people and trying to get it out there and looking for an audience that will connect with it. So all the best, and you got this.